Daniel, I'm so nervous. The interview is tomorrow morning, and I just feel like I'm going to blank on everything.
That's exactly why we're doing this right now. Stop thinking about tomorrow. Let's just focus on today, okay?
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Good. Now, I do these interviews every week at work, so I know exactly what they're looking for. Just treat this like the real thing. I'll ask you the questions, you answer, and I'll stop you if something needs work. Deal?
Deal. I'm ready.
All right, let's start with the classic one. Tell me about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Emma. I studied marketing at university, and I've been working in digital marketing for about 3 years now, mostly focused on social media and content creation. I really enjoy the creative side of it, and I'm now looking for a new challenge where I can grow more.
That was actually really good. You kept it short, relevant, and you ended with why you're looking for something new. That's exactly what interviewers want to hear. The only thing I'd add is a quick mention of one specific achievement. Something like, I grew our Instagram following by 40% last year. A number always makes it more memorable.
Oh, that's a great point. I do have numbers like that. I just never think to mention them.
Always mention the numbers. They make you stand out. Okay, next question. Why do you want to work for this company specifically?
Because I've followed their work for a while and I really admire how they approach their brand. They're very consistent and creative, and I think my background would be a good fit for what they're trying to do.
Solid answer, but let me push you a little. I admire their work is something everyone says. Can you be more specific? What exactly have you noticed about their brand?
Well, I looked at their Instagram, and their tone is very different from their competitors. It's more conversational and honest, and their recent campaign about sustainability actually caught my eye because it felt genuine, not just like a marketing trick.
Now that's a great answer. See the difference? The second version shows you actually did your homework. That's what sets candidates apart. When you walk into an interview, you want them to think, this person really knows us, not just this person needs a job.
Right. I need to stop giving generic answers and actually show that I've done the research.
Exactly. Okay, this next one is where a lot of people mess up. What is your biggest weakness?
Oh, I hate this question.
Everyone does. That's why it's asked. Go ahead.
Okay. I think sometimes I take on too much at once because I find it hard to say no. I want to help with everything, and then I end up feeling overwhelmed. Good start, but you have to follow it up. Never just name a weakness and leave it there. Always explain what you're doing to improve it. Otherwise, it sounds like a complaint, not self-awareness. Okay, so I'd add something like, I've been working on this by being more upfront with my team about my workload, and I've started using a priority system to make sure the most important tasks get done first. Perfect. That's exactly how you answer that question. You name the weakness, you show self-awareness, and then you show you're actively working on it. That tells them you're someone who takes feedback seriously. Really well done. Okay, I feel a little better now. You should. You're doing great. One more. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I'd like to be in a senior marketing role, ideally leading a small team and working on bigger campaigns. I want to keep developing my skills, especially on the strategy side, not just execution. That is a textbook perfect answer. You showed ambition without sounding like you want to take someone's job in 6 months. You showed loyalty by mentioning growth within a field, not jumping ship. And you connected it back to skill development, which every employer loves to hear. Really? I kind of just said what felt honest. That's the best way to do it. Honest answers that are also well-structured always come across better than rehearsed ones. You can tell when someone's just reciting something they memorized. Okay, I think I'm actually feeling more confident now. You should be. You know your stuff, Emma. You just needed to learn how to present it better. The content was always there. We just cleaned up the delivery. Thank you so much, Daniel. Seriously, I wouldn't have thought of half these things on my own. That's what I'm here for. Now go home, get a good night's sleep, and don't overthink it. You've got this. I've got this. Say it like you mean it. I've got this. There you go. Good luck tomorrow. Text me after. I will. Thank you again. Okay, you are amazing.
Okay, Did you feel Emma's confidence growing throughout that conversation? That's exactly what good preparation does. And today's episode was packed with real, useful English, not just for job interviews, but for everyday life. Let's break it all down. Quick recap. Emma has a job interview tomorrow, and she's nervous. Her friend Daniel, who runs interviews at his own company, agrees to do a mock interview with her. He asks her the 4 most common interview questions, corrects her where needed, and coaches her on how to give stronger, more specific answers. By the end, Emma feels ready. And honestly, she was better than she thought. Now let's look at the 5 expressions from today's episode. These are phrases you'll hear in professional and everyday situations constantly. Number 1, to blank on something. This means to suddenly forget something completely, usually because of nerves or stress. Emma says, I feel like I'm going to blank on everything. New example, I knew the answer during the whole study session, but I completely blanked on it during the exam. Number 2, to set someone apart. This means to make someone different and better than others, to stand out from the competition. Daniel tells Emma that's what sets candidates apart. New example, her ability to stay calm under pressure is really what sets her apart from the other applicants. Number 3, to do your homework. This doesn't mean school homework. It means to research and prepare well before something important. Daniel says, this person really knows us. This person actually did their homework. New example, before the meeting, make sure you do your homework on the client. Know their business, their competitors, their goals. Number 4, to come across. This means the impression you give to other people, how you appear or seem to them. Daniel says honest answers always come across better than rehearsed ones. New example, I was trying to be funny in the presentation, but I think it came across as unprofessional. Number 5, to have got this. This is an expression of confidence. It means you're ready and capable of handling something. Daniel tells Emma, you've got this. New example, don't worry about the presentation. You've prepared, you know your material, you've got this. Let's go through all 5 one more time, back to back, so they really stick. To blank on something, to set someone apart, to do your homework, to come across, to have got this. 5 expressions, 5 real situations. Use them and you'll immediately sound more natural. Shadowing time. I'll say a sentence, you repeat it out loud. Copy the rhythm, the stress, the natural speed. Ready? Sentence 1. That's what sets candidates apart. One more time, a little slower. That's what sets candidates apart. Now try it yourself at full speed. Sentence 2. Honest answers always come across better than rehearsed ones. Slower now. Honest answers always come across better than rehearsed ones. And now try it at normal speed. Great work. Now here's something I want you to take away from today beyond just the vocabulary. Did you notice how Daniel gave feedback? He never said that was wrong. He said, good start, but let me push you a little. He said, solid answer, but can you be more specific? That's how constructive, encouraging feedback sounds in English. And it's a skill worth learning, not just for interviews, but for any situation where you need to help someone improve. So here's today's question for the comments. Have you ever had a job interview that went really well or one that went completely wrong? What happened? What would you do differently? Tell me your story below. I read every single one, and some of your answers might actually appear in a future episode. That's it for day 4 of English Charisma. See you tomorrow for day 5 of 30.